in high school I used to wear like sundresses all the time, and I'd think about what I wanted to wear, and I don't know, I didn't want to screw up my makeup, and all those insecurities about being a teenage girl that just come with it, you know? But like, I would never in a million years have pictured myself as a skater, like, just like not giving a shit anymore.
I'm Ashley. I live in Sydney, and I'm a freelance rider, and I also ride for TheKing. I was actually born in Sydney, and then I moved to the States where I spent like a large chunk of my childhood, and then I came back to do high school. For me, sliding is probably my favorite part, just because it feels like you're floating, you know, and it's like you're doing something that you shouldn't be able to do. I think it's just given me like overall like heaps of confidence. As soon as I started skating, you know, as soon as I could do my first slide, it just gave me that sense of accomplishment, like looking back and going, oh wow, you know, I did that. And there's that whole, you know, repetition with skateboarding that's like, or longboarding or whatever, of falling and getting back up and falling and getting back up, and that whole pattern sort of gets like inculcated into you. And I think that's extremely metaphoric for anything in life, because you know, it's character building, being able to overcome something and keep going. It really inspired me to see someone, another girl specifically, skating with such confidence and conviction in a style that I saw a lot of guys doing. Sort of want to steer away, I think, from that stereotype of just sort of dancing on the board in your bikini, or being afraid to put your hand up and say, I'm here and I'm going to try something new, and I don't care if I'm the only girl in a mob of 30 guys. And it takes a lot of confidence to do that, because it's very intimidating to be in a large group of guys when you're the only girl. I think it's really important for the female community to have a figure, like a female figure who is so confident and has such conviction in what they do, and belief in what they do, just in the scene in general. Maga is a big role model for me in that way, and I hope to be able to do the same thing.
Did you get any of the shots where I actually made it? Yeah. You did? Okay, good.
Oh no.
TheKing, they're a lovely group of people, probably the coolest people I've ever met. Two best friends, Hannah and Gabe, and they're based in, well, it's a bigger team than that now, but they started it. They're from Brazil, and they promote sort of a very free and creative style of living that they want to share with other people through their art and their apparel. skating with the guys for me motivates me, I think, is they're really supportive and they sort of give you that extra push. And they've become some really good friends of mine too. We're all just a big family, like it's never too serious.
One by one, see them disappear.
It feels ridiculous.
It feels amazing though, doesn't it? On your
Hi.
and then up, and then up.
As long as and then behind. Yeah. Up.
So I was skating at Basement Skate at the mini ramp just here actually. And you know, we're having a bit of a party and a few drinks beforehand and stuff, so I had been drinking. And I was so pumped up, by all the energy of everyone. I was having so much fun skating the ramp that I just had this split second of, oh, I think I could do this. So I tried to drop in and switch, and it was completely outside my skill set, and it just didn't work. I fell backwards and broke my ankle in 2 places and fractured my fibula. But I almost think it was like my injury was probably just a result of like really effective timing. I mean, it's an opportunity to get to be, a bit more prolific in my writing, try other things, explore other communities and scenes, but I'm definitely not going to give it up. I'm just sort of putting it down for a while. There's a thought I had the other day. It was like, it is because you're not indestructible that you're able to create. So I think I'd give that advice, that don't be so hard on yourself, injuries happen. There's an element of creation and chaos, I think. There's always an opportunity. It's not like you're going to stop progressing in life because there's always good in something, always, So just because you stop progressing in skateboarding doesn't mean you can't progress in writing or filmmaking or painting or anything that you want to do. It's just, put it down for a while and choose something else. I'd say if you do fall, learn from your mistakes, correct them, and then move on. But also let yourself heal, go through the process, and then get back on board.
Oh, are you filming?
Nah, setting up my camera.
Always searching for something that's not real.